We're back with another hidden gem of Italian cuisine. Although this one is going to be a little bit different from our normal formula for this series.
Usually what we do in our Hidden Gem series is we pick a region and we choose one of the dish that comes from that region but nobody knows outside of that region. But in our opinion, it deserves to be, how do you say, well known in the world.
In this case though, we are picking a city, specifically the city where Eva is under doctor-ordered lockdown in, which is the city of Cosenza, Calabria. You and I have driven through Cosenza many times.
Because every person that wants to go down to Calabria needs to drive through Cosenza.
Let's just say that my impression after driving past it many times over the years wasn't high on my list of places I want to visit. You just kind of go through it on the highway and it sort of just seemed to me like kind of a, I don't know, a kind of modern sprawl. It didn't look like a very pretty place or very interesting. It's just one of those, you drive through it, you know? Well, I was pretty wrong, wasn't I?
And I always told you that.
I know.
I always told you that.
I know. Because Eva, for a while, until our baby comes, needs to stay here close to the hospital here in Cosenza. We're staying in this apartment. And so we've gotten to know Cosenza pretty well over the last few weeks. And I have to say, it is a very surprisingly beautiful and interesting place.
The historic center of this place is unbelievable beautiful.
It's shockingly beautiful.
If you don't go and visit, you can't understand how beautiful it is. I don't know how to describe it because it has this nostalgic character. It's a very beautiful and interesting place.
Yeah, and it's all kind of up on this hill, and there's a castle up on the hill, a beautiful cathedral.
And then you have the river
that
runs
through. Yeah, it's a really beautiful place. But it's also kind of sad because it's basically seems almost completely abandoned. There's like, okay, there's like some people there and some people who live there, but we even asked someone walking around through there, like, you know, because you see all these old shops and stuff.
Bellissimi. They are very beautiful with those huge wooden doors. They are all beautiful, but they are all abandoned.
Yeah, we asked and we're like, are these places ever open? He's like, nope, all abandoned. So it's kind of sad, but it's a very beautiful place. And there's some interesting food here too. Just to kind of put things in perspective, where we live is kind of much farther south in Calabria. Calabria is very long. People don't really realize how long it is. And up here, we're kind of in the biggest city in like northern Calabria. So the food is quite a bit different. It's definitely not as spicy
as it is in the
southern
rest of Calabria.
But they have really amazing stuff. We found incredible oregano here from up in the mountains.
From up to Pollino, comes from the Pollino. The potatoes that they are one of the best potatoes that we have in Italy.
Yeah.
The cheese, the caciocavallo that is from Sila and Sila. Most of the Sila is in the province of Cosenza.
So we've been going out and trying the local dishes. And there's one pasta dish in particular that I find very interesting.
No, you're not just you.
not just me, no.
Not just you.
It's a very simple recipe, but there's something about it that has really stood out to me as being something quite noteworthy about it. And you see it on like every menu here. It's in every single restaurant.
Because it's one of those dishes that are traditional, not from the province of Cosenza, but from the city of Cosenza.
Yeah. Now, before we get into this dish and you show how to make it, it is worth pointing out that after having sampled it in many different places here, it is one of those dishes that does not have one single recipe.
Everyone has his own recipe. So we decide to replicate the one that we like the most.
Now, I don't want to spoil too much about the dish, but I do want to mention what I find so interesting about it, which is that, again, depending on the version you make, but the version we're gonna make today, it is the only example I can think of a salami pasta. More on that later, but for now, do you want to get cooking?
Absolutely, also because I'm starving. Every version of this pasta that we saw and that we tried use some kind of meat. Meat that can be pancetta, can be guanciale, but the one that we find most interested in between all of them is the one that uses salami. But not just a normal salami, the Calabrian salami. Now, I'm going to use this that we call sotizzo in Calabrian language, but you can use also the soppressata. Important is that it's a spicy Calabrian salami. So we start with a little bit of olive oil.
Yeah, good luck with this thing.
Don't worry, Harper.
You think you're gonna have better luck? Okay, so now the induction stovetop is just stopped. The water stopped. This stopped. What is?
After a little bit of olive oil, we are going to add the salami. And we will treat the salami like if it was a pancetta or guanciale when you make the carbonara.
Actually, you could kind of dub this dish like the Calabrian carbonara. Like, it has some similarities, but it's got that, like, Calabrian twist.
Maybe more the Calabrian amatriciana.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, because the next ingredient is...
It's tomato sauce, so I would call more like the Calabrian amatriciana than the Calabrian carbonara.
It turned off. You see? You see? It's the worst stove. Come on. No. I hate this thing. This is such a normal thing to do with other meats, but I don't think I've ever seen you cooking salami in a pan. It's something that normally you don't cook like that, you know?
No, because once you have the good salami, you take and you eat by itself.
Yeah.
But this doesn't mean that you can't cook with the salami, because
Really?
as you can see, you can. So after 2 or 3 minutes that the salami is sauteed in the olive oil, and as you can see, the color of the olive oil changed because the salami released the pepper. We are going to add a little bit of tomato sauce. Here I have the pasta water that is boiling, but I need a little bit of water just to clean the bowl. We are going to add this here. We give a stir. I'm trying to find the right balance with this stove.
I know. You like move the pan for 1 second and the whole thing turns off.
Then we'll add just a little bit of salt because, by the way, the salami is pretty strong in flavor. A little bit of black pepper. Which pasta goes with this sauce? You have several choices. The one that we thought it was the best was paccheri. For those of you who doesn't know what paccheri is,
Fix it. Fix that problem.
we fix that problem. So it's a pasta shape that is traditionally from Campania, from Naples. According to several people, and one of these is my dad, the pacchero is the best pasta shape in the world. I don't know about that, but I know that it is a pasta shape that actually can work with at least the 95% of the Italian sauce for pasta.
Yeah, it has to be one of the most versatile. We should make a whole video just on paccheri.
They are amazing. I don't know if it's the best pasta shape, but for sure is one of the top. After 10 minutes that our sauce is cooked, as you can see, it's very, very thick. And we can turn off and wait until the pasta is al dente. The other very important ingredients of this pasta dish is the cheese, or I would say maybe cheeses, because we will need more than one. The first one is the smoked scamorza. Now, if you can't find the smoked scamorza, try to find a cheese that melts well and has the smoky flavor, because you want that smoky taste in this kind of pasta. We are going to cut the scamorza in very, very small cubes. The other two cheeses that we are going to use for this pasta are pecorino cheese, grated, and ricotta cheese.
Technically not cheese.
Technically not cheese, so it's 2 cheese and a half. But try to find the best ricotta that you can. But by the way, even if you don't find the best one, don't worry, because adding some pecorino cheese, or if you prefer the parmigiano,
makes everything better.
Makes everything better. What we need to do is scoop some ricotta into a bowl. Then we are going to add a little bit of pecorino, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of pasta water, and we can mix. We create a sort of, do you say crema? Cremina? So the pasta is cooked, it's perfect al dente, and what we are going to do is transfer the pasta into the sauce. We can transfer the ricotta all in. Last ingredient is the scamorza, so we put the scamorza inside.
Super simple, super quick, doesn't look like much. I mean, it looks like a pretty normal tomato sauce with some cheese, but man.
The taste of this pasta is amazing. By the way, it has a name, and the name is pasta alla Giancaleone. There are several ideas, several versions why it's called pasta alla Giancaleone. One is that
shrouded in mystery and myth.
The chef who invented this pasta decided to call it with a name of one of his best friends. The other theory is that it was developed by the students from Cosenza, because it's a very, as for us Calabrian, a very cheap pasta, because tomato sauce, salami, ricotta,
so like
cheese is the basic.
Dorm room pasta.
It's the basic.
Pacari is so good because you can already, like, the salami and stuff goes inside.
Pacari works amazing.
Such a good pasta.
Buon appetito. È troppo buono.
Also, can I just say congratulations on making the most delicious Giancaleone I've ever had here?
Our friends from Cosenza will...
No, because our friends from Cosenza will all admit that this is the kind of thing that is always better homemade than in a restaurant. That's just the truth about these kinds of dishes.
And this is actually... It's very, very good. The way in which the salami goes into the pacchero, but then you have the ricotta that has a mild taste, a cheesy mild taste, so goes and balance the taste of the salami. It is a strong taste, and you have that smokiness of the scamorza.
Yeah.
It is another sweet cheese.
Yeah. Well, I think what does it for me is that combination of spicy salami and the smoked scamorza, so it's like spicy, it's smoky. And I was thinking about it after I first had this dish. I can't think of another pasta, except for baked pastas. Lasagna, pasta al forno, you'll often see salami inside.
The Calabrian version is full of salami things, yes.
But I can't think, there must be another example. If anyone knows of one, let me know. but I've never seen salami in just a normal fresh pasta sauce. And I eat this and I'm like, wait, why?
You know what we should do?
Why? It's so good.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should invent, because this is more or less, as we said, the Calabrian amatriciana. We should invent the Calabrian carbonara.
Then our friends from Rome will say...
They will kill us, but who cares if...
I love dishes like these that are just like, nobody knows about them. So it's fun to discover like new, unique things in these, little places.
Easy to make.
Very easy to make, very simple. Of course, you have to find the right ingredients. That's maybe the trickiest thing with this for some people, but if you can, it's very, very easy to make. And I also have I love dishes like this that just look so humble.
But then...
And they just, you look at it, you're like, oh, it's like cheesy tomato sauce or something. No. But then because of those ingredients you use, when you bite into it,
there is an explosion of flavor. An explosion of flavor.
That's the perfect bite.
See, that is a very beautiful bite of pasta.
Salami pasta. There should be more of them, is my takeaway.
We should develop more recipes.
Yeah, we should do more salami pastas. Speaking of pasta dishes that more people should know about and more people should try, pasta grammarian Eve made this beautiful looking ragu alla Genovese. We love getting this picture from Eve because we know her personally. She came with us on the Pasta Grammar Tour where we take people to go get ragu alla Genovese in Naples. And then on the weekend d'Assa. Speaking of which, 2027 dates for all of our food tours are available now. If you're interested in joining us here in Italy, going on some adventures.
And if you want to do like Eve, who came with us, try the Genovese, fall in love with the Genovese, and then replicate at home, you are more than welcome.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.